Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. It's another sculpture video, and I have redone this voiceover a couple of times, and it's because it always feels like really unstructured because I go on like multiple tangents about multiple things, and I really don't think that jotting down points would help me. Like, it's because you talk about one thing and it goes on to the other. But yeah, I just want to try and keep this structured. So if I go on a tangent, I'm sorry. But I can't, like, I don't know, there's just many things that these little sculptures have made me think about. And I want to do more videos of them just because of that. And one of the obvious ones, I guess, well, it might not be obvious, but this YouTube channel has, like, helped motivate me. It's given me, like, a reason to have something ready for Wednesday and something ready for Sunday. It, like, I don't think I would be drawing as often and improving as quickly if I didn't have this channel to, like, make videos for. I don't know, it's like, I mean, sure, I could just give myself a goal and be like, alright, every Wednesday you have to have a picture drawn no matter what, but, like, there's an extra layer of, like, if I don't get this video out, then there won't be a new video on my channel, and that just bothers me. So, especially now that I haven't missed one upload ever since I started, so I wouldn't want to, like, miss an upload. That would suck, unless I had a really good reason that I might miss the upload. Excuse me. But yeah, anyway, one of the main things that this is, like, giving me ideas for is that, like, filming these is not the same as filming the drawing videos, because you can't, like, as long as you have, like, the piece of paper in view and your hand in view, then you can see everything and it looks pretty good sped up. You can, like, follow along pretty easily. But for these, it's like a 3D medium, and the urge to, like, go out of the camera angle, like, that was a problem that was really annoying me with the last video, was that I was out of frame a lot because I was sculpting right up to my face, because, you know, that's what you do, and you can't really see what you're doing. You bring whatever you're doing up to your face, and you just kind of work on it, you know? But I've had to, like, train myself out of doing that, and, like, remembering that I'm filming and remembering that I have to have things a certain way so that people can actually see it. And I can see it really improving the way I edit my videos, because I do think my editing is kind of boring. Like, some people have this, like, fancy real-time footage going the whole time, but, like, they've cut it to be the right size and it looks, well, the right length, sorry, and it just looks better. However, that takes more time, and I don't know if I could edit the Sunday video and the Wednesday video like that, but we'll see. If I'm gonna do the sculpture videos, though, I'm definitely gonna edit them like that, and I'm not gonna do time lapses anymore, because it's hard to follow. Plus you guys only get to see it from, like, top to top, I guess, and that's not, like, super entertaining. So yeah, it's just giving me new things to think about, and I'm thinking, like, since I have been doing my drawings and having them ready on Wednesday, and it's, like, all it's just self-discipline. No one's forcing me to make the videos. Like, I just want to make them. I want them to be out on Wednesday and Sunday at noon, every Wednesday and Sunday, no matter what. So it's, you know, I feel like if I do this for YouTube, you know, maybe, like, once a month or so, because it's not really realistic to do these once a week. Especially on top of the art videos, because they just are, they're like a commitment. Well, not a commitment, but it's just like, you gotta sculpt it, and then, if for this stuff anyway, I don't know if it's like that for all the clay, but if you, like, overly manipulate it, you warm it up a lot, and then it becomes, like, too mushy. And this one's not too bad for that, but, like, for example, for this one, after I did his body, like, I just kind of had to let it sit, because if I was to hold on to his body, like, my fingers would just kind of sink holes into it. And it stopped once I let it sit for an hour or so. So you gotta remember that, and, like, you have to gloss it and paint it and wait for that to dry, and baking it and all that stuff. It's just, like, quite the process. I don't really want to do that every week at this point. But yeah, and oh, I suppose I should probably just talk about the sculpture a little bit, huh? I talked about, you know what? I'm not gonna restart this voiceover. This is a fine voiceover. But yeah, the sculpture's just of one of my characters. I actually drew them for a Sunday video not too long ago. It just is a little more complicated than Latias, but nothing crazy. because I bought this clay intending to do my character Sai, because why wouldn't I do that one? But I wanted to practice on a simple thing, and I learned that this is easier said than done with the Latias, so I definitely just want to keep practicing before I do something big, because I want this to be a little bigger than what I've done, you know. But yeah, this is just my character, and it has like those green markings on the rings around its wrists and on its back, and it has like a gradient of like orange, yellow, white, and I just figuring all that stuff out just seemed like a good idea because there's lots of gradients in Sai's wings and her frills and all that, so I figured I should. Oh, and her arms have gradients on them. Jesus, it's gonna be really hard to make her. But it'll be worth it. These are really, they give like a really satisfying, like touchable end result, you know. I would suggest, you know, if you have access to it, like just try it. It doesn't have to be a serious thing. Like, it's just been really fun. But yeah, for this one I just kind of started with the tin foil, of course, like I mentioned. It's a good way to save clay and like make your thing lighter and more supported. And then I just kind of sculpted over it and like the body shape, and I attached all the limbs, which I feel makes things look better. And his little thingy on his head, the little leafy thingy, I just kind of sculpted separately and then super glued on after, because things get like really mushy as they cook and they'll like fall down, you know. So if something's too fine, like had I just stuck this on his head raw, I guess, is that like if the clay was raw and just vertically not being supported by anything, it just would have been like flat against the neck. So I just kind of cooked it on a piece of tin foil that was shaped the way I wanted it to be shaped, and then I super glued it on, and I think that's what I'm gonna do for anything that has like wings, because this is another one of those things that like you gotta think about. I could just make thick like armature with tin foil to get them to stay, but then the wings would be really thick and they wouldn't like look good, you know, because wings are more of a fine and dainty thing, I guess. So you don't want like a huge gross chunk. So yeah, it's just been fun to think about that stuff. It's a whole different thing than just drawing. And I want to get into like making fuzzy ones, you know, ones that have furry accents or like fire or weird special effects stuff, because I want to brush yarn out and then glue it on after. That would be really neat. There's lots of really neat things I want to try. So yeah, I hope you guys are okay with this new addition to the channel. No guarantees about anything, but I would like to have a sculpture video out every month. And just as a reminder, because I find myself slacking, I did mention a while ago that once I hit 500 subs, which is approaching kind of quickly, I wasn't really expecting to gain like subscribers so fast out of nowhere, compared to how it was before. I would gain like 1 or 2 a month or so, but now it's like 15 or so a month. So I really gotta get into streaming, and I think that streaming these sculptures would be perfect because it's like perfectly mindless, and you know, I can look at the chat and like my hands are pretty much always gonna be busy because you have to like knead the clay to get it to be like workable, I guess. But yeah, I hope you guys don't mind this this video. It's going to be, I don't know how long, well, I guess about 9 minutes long. I just want to like talk about some of that stuff, just interesting things that I didn't really think would come of this, that make me want to try new stuff. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it, and I'll see you guys Sunday.